Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on the LifeWorks provider community for group administrators. In this tutorial, we will review what is a group administrator, managing referrals, provider administration, profile administration, and provider group. The group administrator is the individual responsible for managing the provider or providers' location details, office hours, and clinical expertise in the LifeWorks provider community. For providers in private practice, they are likely their own group administrator. They manage their own appointments and update LifeWorks on their working hours, clinical expertise, and availability themselves. For providers who are part of a larger counseling group, there may be a provider or secretary who's responsible for maintaining those types of records. In any event, the group administrator will have additional rights in the community. As some group administrators are responsible for scheduling appointments for all providers in their group, group administrators have the ability to see referrals assigned to any and all providers who are part of their group. From the referrals section of the community, they can see pending referrals, accepted referrals, closed cases, and all historical referrals regardless of status or assigned provider. From these views, you can see the referral ID, the name of the provider the referral was made to, and the referral status. From there, they can accept, decline, or return referrals to LifeWorks for any provider in their group. For further instruction on managing referrals, please listen to the Managing Your Referrals tutorial. At times, as a group administrator, you have to assign the referral to a member of the group other than the provider the referral was originally assigned to. You can do this by clicking on the referral ID. Then select Accept. As you can see, the original referral here was made to Jane Smith. To change the provider, simply click the X and start typing in the name of the new provider. The new provider will appear as part of your search results. Select their name and select the date and time of their next available appointment. Then click Save. At times, as a group administrator, you may need to advise LifeWorks that a provider is away temporarily or is unable to accept referrals due to a full schedule. In those cases, if the provider is unable to update their availability from their own provider community account, the group administrator can do so on their behalf. To update a provider's availability, under the Administration section, click Providers and Locations. Then, click the provider's name. Select the reason they are unable to accept referrals, either out of office or full schedule, and enter the dates to and from where the provider is unable to accept referrals. The provider will not receive any referrals during this period. Please note that any referrals already in their pending referrals queue will have to be declined. Another area of the provider's profile that can be updated from the community are office hours. The provider's office hours identified in the community allow LifeWorks to refer participants only to providers that fulfill their desired appointment time. To update a provider's availability, from the Providers and Locations section under Administration, click on the provider's name. Then, under Provider Details, select the location you would like to edit. You will notice that there are 2 start and end times for each day of the week. For instance, Monday start 1, Monday end 1, Monday start 2, Monday end 2. This is to accommodate providers that may work a split shift. To edit the working hours, click Office Hours. You can proceed to update the dates and times as required. You will notice that Start To and End To will only unlock if Start 1 and End 1 are populated. Update the hours as required, and then hit Save. You will have to repeat these steps for each office location from which that provider works. Characteristics can also be updated from the provider community. Characteristics are the types of clientele served, modalities, and issues a provider is comfortable supporting through EAP. Accurate characteristics allow LifeWorks to connect participants to providers with the correct clinical expertise to support them. To update a provider's characteristics, under Administration, go to Providers and Locations. Then, click the provider's name. You will see the Characteristic button at the top right. From there, you can check and uncheck any of the characteristics that apply to that provider, and then hit Save. The characteristics selected will transfer on to any provider location that we have on file. The group administrator is able to manage the group's profile in the community. This includes updating the group phone number and website if applicable. These types of updates will no longer require a call to LifeWorks. To update the phone number and web address, navigate to the Administration section of the community. Then click Update Provider Group. You can update the phone number and website if applicable, and then hit Save. There are a few other aspects of the group location or locations that can be updated via the community. This includes office details such as parking, access to public transportation, and wheelchair accessibility. To update those details, in the Administration section, click on Providers and Locations. Then, select the office location you are looking to edit. Click Update Group Locations and update the criteria. Is there parking? Is the office location accessible by public transportation? And is the office available by wheelchair? Once you've updated these criteria, click Save. You will have to update these criteria for each group location on the file. Note that if you are looking to change a location or add a new location, you must contact LifeWorks to do so. Instructions on how to contact LifeWorks are available in the Contacting LifeWorks tutorial. This concludes this tutorial on group administration.